Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Block Bull right about now, bringing you the latest episode to the channel now. Today kicks off the Brics Summit, so October the 22nd of the next couple of days in Russia. Also got the second day of Swift as well, so that's a 3-4 day event by the looks of things. Federal Reserve, Bank of Philadelphia FinTech also featuring Brad Garlinghouse of Ripple Labs and Chris Lawson as well. Chris Lawson has just donated. This has come straight from his X account that he will be donating $10 million in order to sort of fund the Harris party in the run up to the US election. So there's a lot of news coming out here. It's a little bit bizarre. I don't think the XRP army are quite happy with Chris Lawson pushing for Harris win. But here you go, tweet here by Crypto Barbie. We're just going to play this video now. It's only 14 seconds long. It's literally just the big wigs coming in now. Notice the big gold doors as we do enter. Well, the president of Russia and China here enter into the Brics Summit. Look at the power. You know, they're mean business, don't they? They're there to take over the world ultimately and actually pave the way for the new digital landscape. Now, we've also got Seaboz as well. So this guy's tweeted out, he's obviously downloaded this video over from Swift or the Seaboz event. I don't know if they got a particular page, but let's have a listen to this as well. This is the CEO of Swift.
Our network can be used to exchange, to transfer tokenized value across public and private blockchains, as well as to interlink CBDCs globally, with Swift as a single window, creating an end-to-end tracking.
Swift as a single window. So he's already mentioned private and public networks. In my view, XDC network is set up for that. Obviously, they got Project Meridian as well. They're heavily involved in the BRICS nations as well. There's been tons of sort of research taken down with the links between XDC and Swift in the past, because I don't know if many people know this, but the Swift GPI was actually built upon the XDC network as well, because that was a fork of Ethereum. So it's a lot more versatile, a lot more interoperable, as opposed to like using some other tokens as well. Let's continue.
Transparency, traceability, and trust across all transactions, whatever form they take, the networks they use, or how they settle. Our network.
Right, okay, there you go. Our network. So this is what they're looking to bring in now. Initially, I think it was about 10 years ago when Swift actually first learned about Ripple Labs technology. There was that viral video that went viral, and they were just like, yeah, we are taking Ripple seriously because, you know, we do believe they do undermine our technology, because Swift is ultimately just a messaging service between A and B, recipient A, recipient B, client A, client B, and then they'll have these Nostro Vostro accounts in order to fund these. And that's what Ripple Labs were aiming to do, was ultimately they start out like Amazon with books. They was literally just targeting those cross-border payments. But there's a lot of initiatives now like Project Meridian, which is the largest CBDC project in the world right now, and that's all being done by XDC. I have done a video in that in the past. Just search, if you go over to my YouTube channel, search Project Meridian. You can have a look through that if you are interested. Link didn't get a mention, but I do know from my own thorough research that Link are also heavily involved as well. The founder of Link does sit down and he does explain how they're like integrated. I do believe Link is helping with like this sort of Oracle sense in order to bring out the data for the Forex, which is foreign exchange. Again, if you're using USD to Euro to the British pound, etc., there needs to be some like sort of information being fed from all the transactions in the sort of ecosystem, if you will. Let's have a look, see what else we've got. We've got the Block Bulls. That's obviously me. If you're not already following, give us a follow on X. Make sure you subscribe, like the video if you're enjoying the content so far. Again, we have got the blockbulls.com. We have got the XRP and the XDC plan as well. So that also talks about the sort of integration on how sort of integrated XDC is within the new global financial system. I believe it is the best risk to reward, and it's also the sort of best return on investment as well, because we have got still a really low market cap However, let's go over to XRP, sinners. Brad and Chris are at this fintech conference now. So as far as XRP is going, this is on the daily time frame here. We're still trading. We've come back. It looked as if XRP had broken out and it was consolidating on top of this sort of shelf of this order block. Now, XRP today has literally come back down into this order block now. So it looks as if we are taking liquidity. On the daily, it does look a little bit concerning because we have dropped below this sort of significant support level, which has been acting as support for the past like 7 years, I think it is now. So that isn't great. But listen, markets are going to get volatile before we begin this 10, 20, 30x journey. We've just like literally the first impulse. I do believe we're going to see 3 impulses from XRP within this super cycle. But again, I don't expect anything to happen until 35, 36 weeks after the Bitcoin halving, which has always happened, which is approximately 252 days after the halving, which brings us to around the tip of this apex here, around week commencing the 1st of January. So again, we are going to pinball. We are going to see fake outs to the downside. We may even see a fake out to the upside and take out some of these highs around 74, 75 cent. We could also wick as high as up here around sort of 90 cent, grab liquidity and come back down to the apex, which is around 58. Maybe I could call it 589. Conspiracy within the XRP community, 589. So that as long as you're buying under that sort of price action, then I'd be happy with that. So XRP looking really good in terms of an accumulation price here. However, we've still got a bit to go. Let's just take a quick look at XDC, seeing as we have done an XDC plan over on theblockbulls.com. Again, link in description down below. So if you guys need an exit strategy, make sure you have a plan because everyone's anticipating a big move now, especially after the US election. Everyone's anticipating a move. Everyone's going to be excited. And I tell you what, it becomes 10 times harder if you haven't got a plan. Now, there's a famous study out by Harvard University. Okay, so what it states is that there's only 17% of people that have actually got a plan. 17% of people. And only 3% actually write their plan down. Now, the significance is, with the successful people, the 17% are 10 times higher than those without a plan. Now, the people with a plan that also write it down are 30 times more likely to achieve their goals if it is written down in comparison to those that don't actually have a plan. So this is why it's so important to have a plan. I can't stress it enough. But getting back to XDC now, again, it looks like we're set to be rolling over here into the US elections, again, where this yellow vertical line is up and down your screen. So in my view, there's not a lot of downside for XDC. Again, the risk to reward ratio with XDC is massive. Once we actually come down and we could retest that sort of 2.5 cent, that's brilliant. Yes, we've had wicks. We had a little bit of a fake out down there, but I can't see us going much lower. Than fake outs are literally just above 2 cents. So there's not a lot of downside to XDC, and there's so much potential for XDC. Like I said, it's involved with Swift GPI, so that was actually built upon that. They're involved in DTC, which is like one of the biggest sort of clearing houses in the world, clearing 2.4 quadrillion annually. What else are they involved in? The R3 Corda as well. R3 Corda is absolutely massive, so they're involved in all the giants. They've got Securrency as well, which was a massive partner of XDC. I think that got rebranded from Securitize over to Securrency. So that's all BlackRock, and BlackRock believe tokenization will be the new sort of asset class within the crypto industry as well. So XDC is a massive buy. Yes, it's boring price action. If you want a little bit of price action, a little bit of fun, again, get your gallers, get your early movers like Klaus, for example, which I'm looking at the moment. One of the biggest gainers on the weekly. I do like Klaus as well because I do follow the World Economic Forum with Klaus Schwab. So I believe there's some sort of affiliation with that particular crypto token because it's the market cap's too big to be just an average Joe, using this as like a pump and dump sort of scheme. So I do believe Klaus will actually get into the top 100 at some point this cycle as well. So hopefully sooner rather than later, because we can run the bags up and rotate any profits into the likes of XRP and XDC there, guys. But yeah, I'm going to leave it with you guys. I've been the Block Bull. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Do what you got to do as always. I've been the Block Bull. Block Bull. Over and out.